Creation and destruction are two sides of the same coin. So when we think about manifesting what we truly want, our deepest, darkest soul desires, we actually have to destroy something in that process. If you are going to destroy something so that you can create something, what you create must come for the truest, highest potential of who you are. And that means the work is inside of you, no place else. It is not shifting environments, one relationship to another, one job to another, one business to another, one country to another. It's staying where you are and sitting in the deepest darkness and facing the shadows within yourself that are creating the reality that you have. Because everything is a mirror. Whatever you have on the outside of you, you are creating it. And if it's not what you want, the positive news is that you can create what you want really easily. But the solution is not outside of yourself. The solution is not in distraction. The solution is not in avoiding. The solution is not in replacing. Creation and destruction are two sides of the same coin. If you want to have something new, you are going to have to destroy what you have, but you are going to have to go in and do the work to create the mirror on the other side. Something that I know from what I do is that everything happens in the metaphysical, right? Nothing is really about the physical. I've invested the last 12 months into loving beyond the physical, loving unconditionally of a physical person being in my life, loving on my situation even though it doesn't look that glamorous, loving on everything without the conditions that I placed beforehand, and actually seeing what those conditions were and being kind of horrified as to how I was creating my world from those belief systems, right? Everything is happening in the unseen. And so there's going to be a lag between this inner work that you do and the shift on the outside. And that is where people stop the inner work. That is where people stop the meditation, stop the breath work, stop the shadow work, the healing, and they go back to what they know because it's comfortable, because it's familiar, because they don't have trust. This is where I am right now in my world. It's exciting. I am working less than ever. I am living more aligned to my soul frequency than ever. I am experiencing an abundance of wildly exciting opportunities coming to me, and I'm watching life shower me with love. I just got back from Vanuatu, and it really was a reminder of why I am where I am, because we don't need all the stuff that we have, that we think we have to make us feel safe. But really all it does is just distract ourselves from who we truly are and what that person loves and what life looks like, business looks like, living looks like in true alignment to our soul. We can feel like that soul frequency and the stuff that it desires, that's not enough. Surely I can't just want that. Surely that's not the minimal that will make me happy. But do you know what you get in simple? Do you know what you get in minimal? You know what you get when you take all the other clutter and shit away? You get time to focus your attention intently on that thing in front of you and love the fuck out of it. Again, I've been investing the last 12 months into learning how to have an intimate relationship with every single thing in my life, whether that's a person or the fucking tree, the view, my children, the activity I'm in at the time, slowing down the pace of my life, removing all the stuff in my life that was complexity, coming back to the simple things that really set my soul on fire, my hands in the earth, walking through the forests, bathing in the waterfall, talking with my friends, patting my dog, loving my children. Instead of that fucking hustle that I had, managing a big team in my business, trying to hit those big numbers. I had the most fascinating conversation with my accountant, because in this big change, my numbers haven't shifted. My abundance hasn't shifted. The money in my business is in different places, but the income coming in hasn't changed. And that surprised me. I was like, wow, you know, like I've made such a big change in what I'm doing. But I did the work to get here. And it's not the work behind the laptop, the work to push the campaigns, the launch to launch trap, the launch to launch lifestyle, the constant sales mechanisms, the, you know, what do I do next? How do I do it next? How do I do it? How does she have it? How does he have it? How can I make this thing happen? It is surrendering into divine flow. Swapping hustling in any area of your life, in swapping it for deeply investing in yourself. Using life to reflect to you the beliefs that you hold about yourself and about the world. I just shared a reel on Instagram, the pics that I normally wouldn't share from my holiday. My teeth hanging out, my face all funny, not feeling, well, then I wouldn't have felt good about myself. And that's the problem, right? We don't feel worthy. We don't feel worthy to be who we are in our authentic ways. I learned to allow life to happen through me, right? I allow life to show me clearly what is in integrity with my true worth, my true value, and the true freedom I want to experience. And without this growth, we will consistently continue to show up in the same way, playing out the same patterns. It doesn't matter if you shift the relationship. It doesn't matter if you shift the job. It doesn't matter if you shift house. It doesn't matter whatever you change on the outside. If you don't remove the blocks on the inside to your aligned expression, your fear of being imperfect and your fear of scarcity, you will never channel your unique value in deeply aligned ways. And it's that creates the exchange. It is that creates the money. I pulled away from my coaching business earlier this, maybe a couple of months ago. I don't want to coach anymore because with my brand as it was, focusing on the packaging and positioning that I had in the way that I had it, people were still coming in to make money. And I can give you all those ways. I can give you the best strategy. It's working for me. It's working for others. But 99% of people won't show up and take those actions, not in full radical expression. They won't replace I have to from their scarcity fear with fuck, I get to because I'm worthy and I'm supported by the divine. You know? They won't trust that money will come out of them showing up in their fullest, most radical expression, in the highest expression of their love without conditions placed upon it. That is the magnetism that pulls in the people who are ready to shine their light. The answer is to simply be who you truly are, all of who you truly are.